Good morning, students. So let us have another session on sustainable engineering. So you can see this picture, and today we will discuss the human activities and its impact on ecosystem. Human activity has been affecting the environment since Homo sapiens first walked the earth. So we have been modifying the environment around us through agriculture, travel, industries, and eventually through urbanization and commercial networks. So urbanization led to the installation of large number of industries. Our impact on the environment is so substantial that scientists believe the pristine nature means ecosystems untouched by human intervention no longer exist now. So humans impact the physical environment in many ways. The first one is the population boom. The secondly, agriculture, domesticated animals, and genetic modifications. Thirdly, pollution. Fourthly, burning fossil fuels. And finally, deforestation. Let us see what is the effect of the population bomb. You can see a book written by Paul Ehrlich, The Population Bomb, in 1968, and even today his concepts are very relevant. Dr. Paul is a professor of biology and director of graduate study for the Department of Biological Sciences, Stanford University, and his specialization is in population biology. You can see the caption, "Nothing could be more misleading to our children than our present affluent society. They will inherit a totally different world." And it is totally true. I believe that it is totally true. The present affluent society is behind materialistic pleasures without thinking about the long-lasting effects of these pleasures on environment. The advances in medical science have led to increasingly longer lifespans. So our lifespan was only 40 to 45 earlier, which has now reached 70 years. So as our quality of life and life expectancy improved, the challenges wrought by overpopulation accelerate as well. So that is the bad part of it. This is the book written by Dr. Paul in 1968. So the title, you can see, the population control or a race to oblivion. So oblivion means living without knowing what is going around. Just living like a fool. That's what we are doing now. We are least bothered about the after effects of what we do, and slowly we are getting extincted. Agriculture, domesticated animals, and genetic modification, all these things have long-lasting effects on environment. Cultivation impacted the environment by transplanting non-native species to new areas. So people started destroying forests and starting cultivation. And what they did is, non-native species they started planting. And by prioritizing the cultivation of certain plants and animals over others. So they started cultivation, and also they started keeping animals of their choice. So this is called the prioritizing the plants and animals. So this has an adverse effect on environment. Advances in genetic modification have raised concerns about the environmental impact of newly developed crops. So a lot of genetic modifications have been done, especially in plants and also in animals, to yield a better crops. But all these have adverse environmental impacts. Domestication of livestock. Grazing animals contributed to environmental change by depleting native grasses, and because of this depletion, it contributed towards high soil erosion. So the cultivation, grazing, all this started after human beings started walking, and it resulted towards higher soil erosion or other environmental impacts. Rapid expansion of cattle populations to meet human dietary. People started eating meat, so they wanted to keep cattle for their dietary. So it has demands high, or this dietary changed the composition of grasses within the atmosphere. Or you can say, we started cultivating different composition of grasses to cater to the needs of our cattle, so which led to further soil erosion. This is a news article dated September 2017. Methane emissions from cattle are 11% higher than estimated. So most of us believe that by keeping cows or other animals, we protect the nature or we protect our environment. No. These animals emit a lot of methane gases. So bigger livestock in large numbers in more regions had led to methane in the air climbing faster than predicated due to out-of-date data. This is another article. Do cows pollute as much as cars? This is a big question. So the answer is yes. Cows emit a massive amount of methane through belching, with a lesser amount through flatulence. Statistics vary regarding how much methane the average dairy cow expels. So some experts say 100 liters to 200 liters a day, while others say it's up to 500 liters. That is around 132 gallons of methane every day. So in any case, this amount of methane is much higher than the pollution produced by a car in a day. So keeping a cow at home is equivalent to keeping a car in terms of producing pollution. Now let us come to pollution. You must have seen such garbage heaps all around Cochin or in all developed cities in India. Human activities affect the environment by contributing to air pollution. And this air pollution can cause public health problems. A lot of allergy, nasal problems, lung problems, all are created because of air pollution. And this also will harm plants and animals. And when we talk about pollution, it's not just limited to air. It can affect soil or waterways and can come from human waste, industrial chemicals and other sources. Maybe around 20 or 30 years before, or 3 decades before, people used to take bath in rivers But now most of our rivers are highly contaminated, and taking a dip in a river is equivalent to inviting many diseases. These toxins can exert tremendous effects on the natural world, leading to environmental degradation and problems like acid rain and harmful algal blooms in the ocean. So a lot of toxins from industries we are pumping to river, and then it reaches the sea. So the rivers are polluted, the sea is polluted. So when the rivers and sea are polluted, the marine life is in question. So whatever fish you get from sea or river, they are now unhealthy for human use. Burning of fossil fuel is a big issue. A lot of carbon dioxide and other gases are emitted to the atmosphere, causing air pollution. If you have not seen this, just go to Ambalamugal and see the amount of gases and fumes emitted every day. Fossil fuels are hydrocarbons, primarily coal, fuel oil or natural gas, formed from the remains of dead plants and animals. The burning of fossil fuels by humans is the largest source of emissions for carbon dioxide, which is one of the greenhouse gases that allows radiative forcing and contributes to global warming. So these burning fossil fuels contributes towards global warming. This is another picture of a large number of reactors in some industry causing a lot of air pollution. Deforestation. Deforestation can involve conversion of forest land to farms, ranches or urban use. The most concentrated deforestation occurs in tropical rainforests. Growing populations have to be housed, so we all need homes, and for this home we need land. So we need more space to build homes and cities. Also we need space to build industries and transporting facilities. So it is estimated that 18 million acres of trees are cut every year to create space for development and to be used in wood products. So you can see that the amount of plants or trees which are cut every year, so this definitely leads towards lesser oxygen in the atmosphere and higher carbon dioxide, leading to global warming. Deforestation has many effects: decreasing oxygen levels and increasing greenhouse gases, elevated risk of soil erosion and the destruction of animal habitats. So when we cut a lot of trees, it will affect a lot of birds, animals, which actually clean the environment. These are the different rainforests, and you can see the biggest rainforest, Amazon rainforest. It is in South America. You can say in Brazil. So this rainforest is almost facing extinction. Large amounts of trees are cut every day. And you can see, look at Asia. There are some rainforests in the western side of India, and that is basically the Western Ghats. And all of you know that the Western Ghats are slowly vanishing. Large amounts or a lot of quarries are operating, illegal quarries and legal quarries, with the permission of government or without the permission of government, are operating in these Western Ghats. And slowly these Western Ghats are vanishing. So once this that western Ghats vanish, it will bring a lot of environmental problems, floods, drought, especially in Kerala and in India. This is a news article dated 2019 November. Record deforestation in the Amazon rainforest confirms official Brazilian data. So you can see this picture. A large amount of trees are cut by human beings. So let us go through save paper, save trees, save world. How you can save paper and save trees and also save this world. This is a picture of large number of trees being cut. All of you may not be aware that each ton of paper can save 17 trees. So 17 large trees are cut for 1000 kilograms of paper. And this classroom, your classroom, the amount of paper you use in this 4 years of time, definitely it is more than 1 ton. And this means you are responsible for cutting down 17 trees somewhere in this world. There are some good news also. We cannot go without saying this. So a Brazilian photographer and his wife planted 2 million trees in 20 years to restore a destroyed forest, and the effect was surprising. Even the animals have returned. You can see the two pictures taken in 2001 and 2019 of the same place. You can see the forest once again, all the animals and forest and waterways returning back. We should be thankful to such people, and we need more and more such people to save this universe. This is another news article dated 2017 May. The forest man of India, Padma Shri Jadhav Molai Payank. He single-handedly erected a forest on the sandbars of Brahmaputra river in Assam. He started this selfless endeavor in 1979 at the age of 16, and years of planting and nurturing trees gave birth to a forest spanning 1,500 acres in a previously barren land. So we should salute him. Now let us see the cost of oxygen. How much oxygen does a person consume in a day? Any idea? Okay. We consume around 550 liters of pure oxygen every day. We need 550 liters of pure oxygen. And I went to Amazon to find the price of oxygen. I did this in February 2020. And based on a market survey, I found that average cost of 300 liters a portable oxygen cylinder costs around 8,500 rupees. So this means you are consuming oxygen costing rupees 15,583 per day. So this much amount the nature is giving you. You are consuming almost rupees 16,000 every day from nature. So is it not your responsibility to pay it back to the nature? Now let us see how much oxygen a single tree produces. A single mature tree can absorb carbon dioxide at a rate of 48 pounds and then release enough oxygen back into the atmosphere to support 2 human beings. So this means if you plant 1 tree it will provide enough oxygen for you. One mature tree. Remember, a tree becomes mature. Maybe let us say a mango tree or a jackfruit tree. It will take around 10 to 20 years. So all of you should at least plant one tree, and that should be your share to this universe, because you are already consuming 550 liters of oxygen every day from those plants which are not planted by you. So I hope you will understand the importance of planting planting trees, and you should plant as much trees as possible. Remember, here it is written, one tree can support 2 human beings. This is just if you are not polluting the environment. If you have a car and you are polluting the environment, then one tree may not be sufficient. So you might have to plant more than one tree in that case. So one tree is approximately equal to 12,000 papers. Okay, so if in your house one tree is cut, it is equal to 12,000 papers. So over a period of 4 years, count how much papers you are spending and find out how many trees you are cutting for doing this BTech course. So these are some of the references. I request you to go through these reference books, and a lot of internet resources, journals and publications are also available. So please go through them and do something for this universe. Do your share for this universe. Thank you very much. With that, I sign off. Thank you very much. Good day.